Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Another episode of our 2003 NASCAR Thunder career mode. I'm pretty sure we're still dead last in points. We got Richmond and New Hampshire in this one. It's going to be very tough for us. We're going to have to re-sign some sponsors in this, which is one deal we'll have to deal with, and then we can possibly make some more money out of our races, maybe. Our R&D will finish for our tire wear, so that is good. And then we can start making a brand new chassis. So that will be very useful for us in the future. I don't know how quick we'll be able to make it because it's going to cost some money. And then also I want to start a new research and development here. But let's get on to Richmond and see how we can do here. All right, got down to like a 22.4 for a lap in practice. Qualifying pole is a 21.6. So honestly, we could be within a second of the leader here, which is actually pretty shocking. Because I remember when we ran here last time, I don't think we ran very well. We might have qualified okay, but I don't think we ran very well. But that's kind of most tracks right now, honestly. After we get this tire wear development, that's going to help for the long run. My next development I want to get is tire grip. So our car can grip better in these corners and we won't be getting that stability to pop up as much. I think that will be the best development for us to get right now, because we can get that right before the end of the season and then try and get a new chassis for the beginning of the year, because we don't necessarily need it for Daytona, but the rest of the weeks we definitely will. So already qualified 38th in the first lap. Second lap, much better by like 2.5 tenths. That's going to put us all the way up to 33rd. We've been qualifying there a lot lately, it seems like.
MRN comes to Richmond, Virginia for tonight's race, the Chevy Monte Carlo 400. What's in store for us on this track, Barney?
Richmond is a great racetrack. It's always fun to come here. We should see some close racing, so anything can happen here.
Ward Burton must have had problems in qualifying this week.
Yeah, he's definitely not used to having to pick through traffic so early in a race. This could make it an exciting race for him, or it could be disastrous. You just never know when you start in the back.
Robbie Gordon will start this race a little farther back than he's used to.
Yeah, he was due for one of these bad starts, though. Nobody can start up front all year. You're going to have a bad qualifying run now and then.
The Sears Craftsman car has not had the finishes he's hoped for in the past couple races.
He definitely needs a good finish, not just for himself, but for the team, his sponsors, and everyone else involved with that team.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
I'm really hoping that we can have some speed in this race. That would be nice. I think that's Elliott Sadler's car in the front row, that blue 21. I don't think I've ever seen that one in my life, so that's quite interesting. Let's see how we are off the start here. We're not super fast. We got Jamie McMurray behind us, I believe, in the 27. We're going to get put 3 wide because I went too wide. Oh, they brake so hard in the middle of the corner. I was not expecting Bill Elliott to get, like, completely on the brakes. All it did was kind of give us a little bit of right front damage, honestly. I'm shocked. I thought that was going to hurt more of the front end and potentially the engine, but luckily it did not. So far, we've got a little bit of speed. Once people start spreading out, I think that's where it's going to really start hurting us. All right, we are a lot tighter in 1 and 2 than we are in 3 and 4. 3 and 4, we can kind of roll really well. We just got to get down to the bottom for 3 and 4. I need the body to roll a little bit better. Oh, we're dumping Bill Elliott. You know, like, I'm just trying to keep the car rotated, basically, and we still have to drive back, don't we? Oh, no, we're already in it. Never mind. But, yeah, I was just trying to stay through the corner, and instead we completely dumped Bill Elliott because he starts washing up on the exit there right on my nose. But I'm just trying to stay in the second lane, man. Dang it. Well, we're going to be able to pit here. That's not really going to help us for later, but I need to get damage fixed and everything, I guess. So I guess I might as well take advantage of that at the moment. We are the only car to pit, but I can get some damage fixed, and I dropped the wedge a little, try to help the car turn more. Oh my god, that front end is destroyed. Thank goodness we got a caution, because if my front end was like that the entire race, that would not be good for us. It doesn't really matter that we have a mess up right here. Just don't have a mess up later in the run when we actually need you to get a good stop, because I think the next one will probably be under green, I would imagine. But yeah, very slow stop, but we were the only one to pit anyway, so did not really matter. We're going to be dead last regardless. Starting back here. Oh my god, Bill Elliott's back in. His back end is destroyed. I'm just happy we didn't completely blow our engine. You can see our car map on up there is absolutely destroyed. Oh yeah, we might be down on a little bit of power there. Either that or they just get a hell of a start compared to us. I still cannot get this car to roll through the corner in 1 and 2. It really does not want to get down there and get the body movement I need it to. But this is gonna destroy this car, like the engine and chassis. Like we had a pretty good engine and chassis for this race and absolutely destroyed it now. But we still didn't run that bad of a lap right there, a 22.7. It's only a couple tenths off of our qualifying pace, honestly, but it's still moving forward. But I need to try to catch some of these guys back here. Hopefully we can, or maybe our car is just too damaged at this point. I'm not 100% sure, but I still feel like we have a little bit of pace. What was this lap, honestly? It was another 22.8, but I am loose down the straightaway. I need to move that wedge back, apparently, slightly, because I went minus 1.0 on the wedge, and I guess that's too loose down the front stretch, because I am just kind of sliding through it, and probably getting some stability help from that down the front stretch. Who is that already blowing their engine? Robbie Gordon already? It's lap 9 going into lap 10, so hey, we're not getting last in this one. That's the main goal, is just don't get last, but I would like to get top 40. That would be really nice. Well, we've caught up to John Andretti and Greg Biffle right here, so that's actually pretty good news. I'm consistently running like a 22.7, like that's been every lap, so we're not really falling off at the moment, which is a good sign. Just imagine when once we get this chassis with the tire wear, that will be really helpful, because the tire wear isn't going to be as drastic, so we can kind of keep a better pace for a longer period of time. But hopefully we can try and pass these guys. I'm still loose down the straightaway here. Not really a full straight, but it kind of has a little bit of a curve to it. The women love that. But we're trying not to just slide all the way down the front stretch, because that's going to really kill the tires. And I lose a little bit of speed. I'm interested to see when all these guys pit, because I was the only one that pitted under that caution. So I can go a little further than some of these guys, but at the same time, I kind of want to get the wedge fixed a little bit. I'm just going to drop it to negative 0.05 instead of negative 1.0. To maybe help us out, but honestly, like, I feel like the wedge might have helped us on the longer run to keep that like 22.7 up for so long. We are dropping off a little bit, 23.2 there. Trying to hold this inside on John Andretti. Can't quite stay under him there. He's trying to get to the outside of Greg Biffle though. So if he does that, oh, people are starting to pit all of a sudden. So they're pitting with like just before halfway, 21 to go, 22 to go. So that is a little helpful. We're getting under John Andretti here. Hopefully he doesn't want to pit soon, because I am straight under you, my guy. Oh, we're going to wreck ourselves. Nope, we're good. I thought I was going to right hook myself into the wall. I almost completely pulled a, like what Ricky Stenhouse and Kyle Busch did there. Oh yeah, they're getting checked up on pit road a lot right now also. So this is good news for us, even though it's not going to matter too much in the long run. Greg Biffle, I'm under you. Hello? Car low. But we are passing a couple guys on track. We passed John Andretti, and now we completely passed Greg Biffle, but I cannot hold the car straight. Yeah, I definitely want to do that wedge adjustment. Gordon is the leader, it looks like, because he is the blue dot on the map. So we're about to go a lap down, but I imagine he's going to pit pretty soon. Like, I do feel like this wedge helped us a little bit, but also at the same time hurt us a little bit. Junior is definitely in second. We have not passed Doe Jr. He just has not pitted yet. There's not that many cars on pit road, so maybe I want to come down soon. Try to get the wedge adjustments for the rest of the run. I want to go like another lap or two, though, to make sure we're good on fuel. We should be good on fuel, actually, right now. I'm going to come in this time, as long as I get a good bottom here. Just get it down to 70. And we're good. I don't want to repair damage. Bring that back down a little bit, because damage doesn't add any time. Apparently they got as much of the fix as they could. So hopefully we can have a good stop here. We didn't get checked up on pit road at all. We actually had a good entry compared to some of these guys, shockingly. Oh, never mind. We got checked up by Jeff Gordon somehow. 10 stalls in front of us. That makes no sense. Everybody had a good stop, a 16.0. Hell yeah. That was beautiful. That was a great stop. Oh, I'm sorry, Dale Jarrett. I almost completely Kevin LePaged it there. That would have been terrible. At least they're not going too fast, but I definitely would have gotten rear-ended hard. We are still in 42nd. Actually, we were in like 40th or 41st when we really would have pitted. I don't know where John Andretti or Greg Biff are, so we lost a ton of time to them. That's unfortunate. I guess their fresh tires to mine, like they gained a lot of time. I don't really know. That is quite unfortunate for us because I felt like we were running pretty good, but we got Shane Hall not too far ahead. I'm hoping we could try and go up there and catch him and maybe have an okay run here to the finish. We'll see if we can catch anybody for position. All right, leader just took the white flag. Jeff Gordon is the leader just right behind us. We're still only one lap down. So like we've had a pretty solid race, but it seems like that pit stop made everybody better. Like everybody made their car better at that pit stop. So that was unfortunate for us, but we are gonna only stay one lap down there because Jeff Gordon just took the checkered. So we're gonna come around, finish our lap. We're getting hit by the winner afterwards because he still races back to the pit lane apparently. Like, calm down. You have nowhere to go. You already won the race. Go celebrate. He is killing them in the points now, I would imagine, because he was the points leader coming in and he gets the win. So Jeff Gordon is just doing very well this season now, but we finished way back in 42nd. We do get a little bit of money, 111,000, not too bad, but we got a lot of important things to take care of now after that race before New Hampshire. We've got $656,000. First off, I need to go re-sign a new sponsor. So we got Wingcraft, average finish of 40th, probably the best. Finish in 40th for Kmart. Wingcraft is the highest up there for us. The income's not as good, but the average finish of 40th I feel like would be easier than finishing 40th maybe. So I'm gonna go with that, try and keep that prestige going up. All the rest of these we have to do after this next race, so I'm not gonna worry about that yet. We got our R&D done, so we can make a new chassis, but first, before we do that, I'm gonna go start researching a brand new thing. So we got tire wear. That is what we just got. Tire grip would be next. So we could do it in 6 races instead of 9, because I think we have 9 races left in the year. So that actually is what I want to do. Do it in 6 races instead of 9, so we can get one built for the new season. So we have $156,000 left. With that, we can make a brand new chassis, build a new chassis in, oh boy, that's a lot of money to build a new chassis very quick. Not a very good chassis, but it's a lot better than what we currently have because tire wear is going to be huge for that. I want to build it in 6 races, honestly. So we'll have it for a few races at the end of the year. And it's the same amount of time as our research and development. Or do I do it in 3 races so we have it for longer? And we'll just have to build up money. We are building up money quite a bit right now. So honestly, I'm not worried about going bankrupt or anything. Let's do it in 3 races. Do that. Our inventory is looking all right because we have 100% one that I might throw on for this week anyways. I need to see. This one's still pretty good. It's on car 6. Might be able to get rid of this one, honestly, and then rebuild that one. Use this one for a few races. Let's go to the engines. What are the engines looking like? Because we probably need to repair this one. And then we could use these for the upcoming races. That should be fine. So repair that one. We could do it in 4 races. How much money do we even have? We don't have any money, do we? No, I have 18,000 in the bank. We can't even repair anything right now because it costs 20,000. So never mind. I need to make a car up, but we're going to be getting on to New Hampshire here. I want to see the stats. We are dead last by quite a bit. We're not going to be gaining any positions, so we're going to finish probably 44th on the season, which is quite sad. But out front, Jeff Gordon getting that win helped him out a lot. I don't know how much he was ahead of Dale Jarrett, but Dale Jarrett finished 3rd. Kevin Harvick is having a massive decline right now. So is Tony Stewart. Look at the points difference. He was in like 3rd not too long ago. Dale Jr. is making a resurgence, trying to make his way back up in the points, but 9 races left in the season. Looks like Gordon, Jarrett Jr., and Harvick are all battling for the points lead. Stewart's kind of fell pretty far back, so he's gonna have to have a miraculous comeback. But let's get on to New Hampshire. We might do okay here, but I don't expect to do great. But I'm hoping just not to damage our car too much in this one and just make some money out of it. All right, let's get going for qualifying. I ran a 29.8. It's like nearly a tenth off, or not tenth, a second off of the pole time. Not quite, but it was close to. We'll see what we can do. I'm trying to use some of the apron to just minimize as much of the track as possible. Trying to get a good launch off these corners as well. Trying to do like a little bit of a diamond line, like going in low, washing up a little bit, and then coming back off low. But I'm trying to like really use this apron. Oh, I overshot that one too much. That was really bad. So hopefully we can get a good run here on lap 2. First lap probably wasn't going to be our fastest one anyways, because we don't always have too much speed coming into it. But still at 30.3. That's 31st. Wow. Okay, we could actually qualify in the 20s here, I think. That wasn't as good of a 1 and 2, I feel like, but not terrible. Could have been better, but I definitely could have a better 3 and 4. So I'm trying to get a low 30 or into the 29s is my goal. Because qualifying is where we make our money, I guess. Because that's been like most of our money made is from the sponsored qualifying top 40, which honestly qualifying top 35 could be a good goal for us now. Oh, barely in the 30s, a 30.1 pretty much. 23rd, wow, we're starting really far up.
Welcome to the New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon for today's Nascar Winston Cup race, the New Hampshire 300. What can you tell us about Loudon?
This is a tough track for a lot of drivers. These long straights allow the cars to build up a lot of speed before some hard braking going into the flat corners.
Bill Elliott owned and drove for his own race team for 6 years before joining Ray Evernham in 2001.
You know, driving for your own race team is a tough deal. I think Bill was happy to get back to worrying about one thing, being fast out there on the racetrack.
The Windcraft car really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
And of course, nobody wants to be on the bottom of that points list. He'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
Jerry Nadeau seems to always have to start toward the back at these speedway tracks.
And let me tell you how frustrating that is to a driver. Starting in the back of the pack all the time is kind of like only being able to drive at rush hour. You know where you want to be, but that car in front or beside of you is always in your way.
It's funny how they called this a speedway track, because I would not consider this necessarily a speedway track. Like, when they say speedway, I think of like super speedway, like Daytona, Talladega, and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, that's confusing wording, I guess. We're not super, like, fast off the start. I'd be shocked if we didn't fall back. I'd be, like, very shocked if we, like, move forward and we didn't just fall back in this race, because I fully anticipate falling back like we normally do. But we'll do the best we can. I'm going to try and like use this apron like we were in qualifying. Try not to get up into too many people, but we might be having to use a little bit of our bumper. But we're almost fighting up into the top 20 here, honestly, like legitimately off the start, which is really amazing. They thought they were starting to come back down, get in front of Greg Biffle here. That was very close, but I kind of overshot the corner quite a bit. We're going to be 2 wide, almost 3 wide. No, 2 wide here. I don't have the bottom, which is not good for me. Because the bottom, oh wow, they were running so high, I nailed the brakes. I was really like skidding the tires there. Don't come up. Nadeau, oh geez. I was just trying to get my angle off the corner. I was not expecting Nadeau to run a little high. But we're fine. Shane Hall, do not dive bomb me. I think I need to put some, or take some wedge out of this thing, because we are really tight on entry. Or if I could do anything with the brake bias, that would be huge, because I only ran like 3 laps of practice or something like that, like at a time. Oh, Shane Hall went way up the track, but I keep locking up my brakes and I'm super tight on entry, so we're really falling back right now. Like normal, we always fall back in the beginning. We could qualify the hell out of a car, we cannot race it worth a shit. So, very tough, and the more these tires wear out, seems like the earlier I need to get on the brakes and hold down to the bottom. Oh, I was not ready for that. That messed me all up. Jamie McMurray barely tapped my rear end. I'm gonna kind of try to outbrake you here, Steve Park, and run down the track. That did not work at all. Able to hold the bottom better. That's what I want to do. He still has a run on the outside. Like, we are not quick down the straightaways. I have this thing set up for more acceleration than anything, I feel like. and we're still pretty slow on the accelerating part. That's kind of crazy. But I think that has a lot to do with the tire wear and stuff also, like slowing us down on the exits. That was a pretty good exit off of turn 2. Turn 2 is definitely the exit that's better for us than off of 4. Off of 4, we are usually slower because you get a lot more stability help in 3 and 4 for some reason. I don't know if there's just more banking or anything that you have to try and turn down or what. I have no clue at all. But trying to get this thing slowed up into the corner is rough right now. So we qualified 23rd. That was a hell of a run for us. We might be able to finish okay as long as we can have a decent pit stop, I feel like. It may not be the worst in the world. We might be able to finish top 40 in this race, which would be perfect. This is the first race on our new sponsor for like our average finishes and stuff like that. I do think we still have Talladega in this season, I want to say, so we should get a good finish there. Oh, I'm trying to get this thing turned. Every time I hit somebody like that, like right in their left front and right in the middle of our right side, it really gets me to start turning, so that's helpful. It is only a 30-lap race, so it's relatively short. Trying to get this thing down here. Greg Biffle's out there in front of us. I actually held the bottom all the way down here pretty well. But we're just slowly bleeding these spots right now, so until something crazy happens or we go to pit, we're going to be pitting here probably pretty soon. We're actually almost halfway on the fuel, so it'll probably be another like 8 laps or so. We'll see if anything crazy happens, but I'm just going to keep battling with these guys. Unless anything crazy happens, you guys will see it. Okay, pit road is starting to get a little busy now, so there's a handful of cars down there, not too many. We're going to pit in a couple laps. We were in 35th when the cycle started, so I'm interested to see where we fall back to or not, because that would be interesting to see. I bled a couple spots here. We were in like 32nd, I think, last you saw, but we did pass Greg Biffle and then lost a couple spots to like, who was it? I forgot the exact car. I know we lost it to McMurray, maybe Robbie Gordon, I want to say. I want to say he was behind us and Kyle Petty in front of us now. So we've been kind of keeping somewhat pace with Kyle Petty. And we do have the leader right behind us, which I did see when I paused it once. It was Dale Jr. at the time. I thought it was going to be Gordon still, honestly, because he started on pole. But it is not Gordon. It's going to be Dale Jr. out in the lead right now. But we're going to pit, not this time. We're going to pit next time by. Very low fuel, but I want to pit next time because it's going to be halfway in the race. And then also, I know I'm good to the end on fuel then. I'd be nervous pitting now, especially even though we'd be going a lap down. I want to make sure that we're going to be good on the fuel. And everybody should be pitting a lot, like mostly this time, I would think. We do got Junior right behind us. I'm going to try to hold the bottom. Unless he's coming to pit road too. Then he might just rear end the hell out of us. I'm not sure. Fuel tank almost empty, yes. Oh, yep, never mind. I just got right-sided by Junior. But we are going to come to pit road relatively decent. I don't need to repair damage right now. I'm going to drop the wedge to that. The negative 0.5 should be all right. Now, hopefully we can have a pretty good stop. Last week we had a 16.0, which was blazing fast when it was projected like a 17.8. So hopefully they can do that again. And we're getting checked up by Jeff Burton a little bit. And this week they made up for it. Jackman had a bad stop trying to get around the left front changer. And that was a little unfortunate, but we can get back out here, see what we can do. I imagine some of these guys that were further back in the pack might have to pit. So I'm hoping we can actually gain some of those spots back. Because I really hope we just don't fall back to 42nd. Honestly, I don't know who's on pit road that is done for, but it looks like somebody already is because I didn't see anybody blow an engine yet, but I guess it's already happened, which is good news for us because that means we won't finish last. So I'm going to see once pit stops like kind of cycle through where we actually end up at. I'm not sure if Greg Biffle up here has pitted or if John Andretti that we just got by has pitted yet. I'm not sure, but we'll see here very soon. We have some of the faster guys trying to get by me though, so I got to be wary of them. Get by them pretty clean or let them by us pretty clean. And then some of these guys might actually be getting by 4 position on pit road. Who knows? We did get by 1. Okay, that was Mike Skinner, I believe. Ken Schrader, I believe, is in that 38. And we're fighting him for position. We 100% are, because we were 40th for a second. Now we're back to 41st. I really want the bottom here, Kevin Harvick. I'm sorry, but I'm fighting for position here. Even though Ken Schrader is probably going to be faster now after his pit stop. Because everybody makes their cars better on the second run of the day, which is a little unfortunate for us. But Shauna Robinson on pit road, that's 40th. Okay, we could finish top 40 in this one. Kyle Petty right in front of us, who we were behind when we pitted. I think further behind than where he is now. But he might actually start taking off also because he might have made his car better. But we were in 39th. I feel like we can get a top 40 here, which is a very big positive for us. But we got about 10 laps left now because we are a lap down. Leader is on pit road, but there will be a new leader that takes over very soon. And we will see who ends up being. It looks like Tony Stewart was the leader. He seems to, oh no, somebody else is the leader. Junior on pit road, coming out of pit road. Interesting. So, or no, he's entering pit road, it looks like. He just stopped in his stall. So, Junior ran very long. We'll see if that actually holds out for him or not, because he was the leader for a lot of this race. Well, Mike Skinner has caught us, which is unfortunate. That's for 40th place. I think John Andretti's not too far back behind Matt Kenseth back there in the mirror, which would be 41st, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I would imagine he is. So we may bleed the spots back further. We were 35th when we pitted. Like, everybody makes their car so much better when the pit stop happens, which is so unfortunate for us. Please don't hit us, Kenseth. I'm trying to block the hell out of Mike Skinner as much as we can right now. If he wants passes on the outside, I'll give him the opportunity, but I am not allowing him to our inside. And if anything, I can come up into him, try to slow him down up on the wall or something if he's trying to get by us, because we don't got too many laps left. We only got like coming up to 5 laps left here because we're a lap down. And I do think Junior lost the lead from staying out so long on his tires and then pitting very late. So that's unfortunate for him. I think Dale Jarrett is in the lead last I saw. So let's see. Dale Jarrett, Johnson, and Junior. Junior fell back to 4th, I think, when I looked last, and then now he's up to 3rd. So he's trying to work his way back with his fresher tires compared to those guys. But we'll see if he can make up some more spots. But I'm sitting here fighting for my life for 40th and 41st. I need to see at the line if John Andretti is for position or not, so I know how hard to fight him. Because if he's not, I'm not going to fight him as hard, and I'm just going to work on Mike Skinner in my mirror. Jimmy Spencer's definitely not for position, so he's going to get to our outside here. John Andretti's looking much faster. Yes, he is for position as well, so that is something to be worried about. Somebody else blew an engine up here. That looks like it's Rusty Wallace. That is huge. That's going to be 38th here in another lap. John Andretti has gotten around Mike Skinner now, though. So really, if Mike Skinner and Andretti get around us, that will only drop us to 40th instead of 41st, which is huge. And I don't know where. I think Shauna Robinson is in last out of the guys of us running. The guys and gals, I should say. Oh, we are catching up to Frank Kimmel. That may be for a position, honestly. He may have pitted early, and then also Greg Biffle is not too much further up there. So we actually might be able to gain another spot here. I think this time by, we'll get Rusty Wallace on pit road. That'll put us up to 38th, and I think Frank Kimmel will be 37th here. I messed up that corner. Oh, geez, never mind. John Andretti's going to wreck us. Jesus. I'm slowing him up. Nope, you're not doing that to me. Screw you. I want to continue going forward. But he just completely left-reared the hell out of us. The leader just took the white flag. Oh, geez. Trying to hold Mike Skinner off here. Get into him a little bit, slow him up. We got Scott Wimmer, I think, right behind us, but I think he's running really well, if I remember correctly. I want to get by Frank Kimmel, because I think that's actually for our position also, because he's usually slow by us. Oh, somebody blew their engine. Kyle Petty. That's for our position. We got up to 36th. I think he ran into the pit wall. I don't know what just happened. This is huge. Huge news. Oh, I slowed down so much there. Scott Wimmer is, I think, not battling us for a position, so I don't have to worry too much about him. But he got in between Kimmel and I, and we got a good gap between us and Andretti. Man, I wish we could have caught Greg Biffle up here, because he is really slow right now. but that's going to give us 36th. I will take that. A little bit of dirty tactics to try and stay in front of some guys, but hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, and we're going to finish 36th there, so I'm actually really happy about that one, because that's going to be a decent payday for us, I would think, and we got to go get some new sponsors after that. We did get a good amount of money there, 155,000. That's good because we were flat broke and we need to go repair an engine to have that ready for later in the season. And who ends up getting the win? Jarrett ends up getting the win, but Junior does work his way back up to second. Don't know where not Tony Stewart. I don't know where Gordon finished because I know he started on pole. I imagine he would have led a lap. Where is he? He's at least top 10. He's 9th. He did lead 2 laps, so he got those 5 bonus points. But Junior and Jarrett are making their case now on trying to work their way up in the points. Jarrett started 15th. He only led 9 laps. Junior led the most, but hell of a race by them. So let's go make some new friends with our sponsors and try and repair an engine and all that and see where we're going into the next episode at. We do still have $114,000, but we need to go redo all these sponsors. So average starting place of 40th, qualify 35th place, average starting place of 35th. We qualify 35th quite a bit. So the thing is that paying out per race, or is that paying out, because average start of 35th, does that pay out per race, like the more times you average it? But we do qualify really well. Windcraft has been good for us. Get this prestige more up, because we qualify top 35 pretty well now, I feel like. Rank 40th in earnings. Finish ahead of Robbie Gordon, that's not easy for sure. Or finish ahead of Mike Skinner, that's much easier than Robbie Gordon. Or rank 40th in earnings. That's the thing. Are we going to be good enough to be 40th in earnings? I don't know. But Mike Skinner could have a crazy race also. So maybe rank 40th in earnings, because we did just get 36th in that race. We're starting to get our car better and better. It's not paying out as much, but I think finishing ahead of Mike Skinner or Robbie Gordon is tough. So let's go with Delphi there. Participate or pay in a race to get paid. We're just gonna go with Kmart. They pay the most. That makes the most sense. And on the driver's side, I think it's exactly the same. So who do we want to get up? We can get Kmart up some more, or we can actually get Craftsman up some more, or we can just get Windcraft up higher. But I think we're gonna work on Craftsman and try and make some more people happier with sponsors. Let's go into an engine. Let's repair this engine because it is quite low. Do it in 4 race time. $40,000 there. And I don't think we can really do a whole lot else. Do we want to build a new engine? We got $73,000 in the bank. We have what, 3 engines on deck? And this is one of our good ones. I think that's our last. Actually, this one might still be a good one, number 3, to repair. This one, I think, is one of our lower ones. I could be wrong. I don't 100% remember. I need to write these things down. Chassis, do we need to repair one? We have a brand new one in 2 more races, so I might want to wait and or repair one of these right now. And then we'll have this one, and our brand new one for the rest of the season. That should work out, I think, decent for us. Or I could repair this one. I'm gonna repair this one just because it's a little better. Do it in 4 race time as well, and then I can kind of switch back and forth with things. I need to make this new car with our engine and everything. Modify it, select engine. We're gonna go with our new better power and everything, because we're going to Dover and Kansas for the next 2 races. So let's get the best kind of car that we can for these upcoming races, and we'll see what we can do. But other than that, we're getting the car much better. We're using a lot of money now, and hopefully going into next season, we're going to be really, really good. And I actually want to see, where do we go to Talladega? Because I know we do. Okay, so it's not next episode, it's the following episode, which we're going to be very fast at. So I'm very excited. I know we'll be fast there. And I'm actually, I kind of want to, I really want to save this engine now for that, because we'll be good at it regardless. But maybe I don't use this particular engine for Dover. Maybe we just use it for Kansas, and then we use it for Talladega. But I'll figure all that out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the career mode so far. We actually had a very good episode. Qualified very well in both of them. We qualified in 23rd here at New Hampshire. We bled a ton of spots. Somehow still finished up in 36, which was awesome. Able to get a couple spots there at the end. I'm super excited for the new tire wear that we're getting very soon. And then we're also researching the tire grip, which is going to be huge going into next season. So hopefully you guys stick around and we'll watch the grind here. Next season should be a lot better. We're definitely not going to be last in points next season. I'm going to try and work our way back up some. I don't know if we'll be... Oh, Shauna Robinson actually fell down the 43rd, last out of everybody else. Shane Hall actually ended up getting up in the 42nd. Good on him, because he did not race all the races yet this season. We do have a decent bit of earnings. We have about up to around where Casey Kane is. That's kind of where the jump up is, and everybody else is a little bit more. Actually, Scott Wimmer is not a whole lot either. That's kind of crazy. But we do very good at the plate tracks. That's why we have some good money, because Daytona paid us pretty well. Both Daytonas so far, and one of the Talladegas. So hopefully we can do very well later in the season also. But like I said, next season should be a ton of fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm having a blast with the grind, and hopefully you guys stick around. So appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.